Will AI take your job? You know, it's the question on everyone's mind. But here's the thing. For millions of people, this isn't some future problem. The ground is already shifting under their feet. No, this isn't science fiction anymore. It's happening right now. Okay, so let's just look at the numbers for a second. An IBM study recently asked executives what they think is coming. Their answer? They believe that 40% of their entire workforce is going to need to reskill in the next 3 years. And that's specifically because of AI. We're talking about nearly half of all workers needing a major skills update. And you might think, okay, that's bad, but I'm in tech, I'm safe. Well, get this. For the tech industry, the number is even more staggering. A report from Cisco found that a whopping 92% of all technology jobs are expected to be transformed by AI. Not some of them. We're talking almost every single one. So, what does all this actually mean for you? Well, it means this isn't some far-off problem we can kick down the road. The job you're doing right now, it's just not going to be the same job in a couple of years. Heck, maybe not even in a few months. This change is happening as we speak. What we're witnessing is, well, it's like a great reshuffle. It's a wave of automation that's completely different from anything we've ever seen. And I know what you're probably thinking, right? Oh, here we go again. We heard this story with robots in factories. But trust me, this time, it's really, really different. See, in the past, automation was all about replacing routine physical stuff. Think of an arm on an assembly line doing the same thing over and over. That mostly impacted blue-collar jobs. But today's generative AI, it's coming for something totally new, our brains. It's targeting non-routine cognitive work, the stuff we thought only humans could do. It can write articles, it can analyze data, it can even write computer code. And just look at who's in the crosshairs now. For the first time ever, it's the higher-paying, white-collar jobs right at the center of the storm. We're talking writers, programmers, customer service agents, paralegals, market research analysts. Come on, these were supposed to be the safe jobs, right? The ones you go to college for. And the sheer scale of this it's just massive. Research shows that about 30% of all of us could see over half of our daily tasks impacted by AI. Think about that. It's not necessarily about your job disappearing overnight. It's about the very fabric of your workday, the things you do minute by minute, totally changing. Okay, I know, that's the scary part. It sounds like doom and gloom. But what if I told you that all this disruption is also creating a massive, kind of hidden opportunity? This is the part of the story that most people are totally missing out on. Check this out. A recent report found a 56% average wage premium for workers who have AI skills. No, that is not a typo. I had to read it twice. People with AI skills are making, on average, over half again more than their peers in the exact same job. And don't think this is just for some coding genius in a dark room. Not at all. This pay bump is happening all across the company. You're in IT, you could see a 47% premium. Sales and marketing? Boom, 43%. Finance? 42%. The demand for these skills is absolutely everywhere. And here's why this is such a game changer. Think about it. This technology is so brand new that it's basically hit the reset button on experience. You're not competing against people with 10 years of experience in this stuff because it literally hasn't been around for 10 years. Your decade of doing things the old way might suddenly be less valuable than someone's 6 months of just diving deep into these new AI tools. It's an incredible once-in-a-generational window of opportunity. Okay, so how do you actually grab this opportunity? Well, there's a whole new class of high-paying jobs popping up right now, and honestly, they probably look nothing like what you'd expect. And this might be the best part of all. A lot of these new, high-paying jobs, they don't require a fancy computer science degree. Seriously, companies are practically desperate for people with skills you might already have, like good writing, solid logic, or customer service, to help them manage and train these powerful new AI systems. I mean, take a look at some of these roles. An AI prompt engineer. Sounds complicated, right? But they're basically a translator between a human and an AI. They use language and logic to get the best results, and they can make up to $200,000 a year. Then you've got AI training data specialists who literally teach the AI, or AI customer support specialists who use their empathy to train chatbots to be more human. See? Your existing skills are the key that unlocks the door. Look, I get it. This can all feel like a lot. Super overwhelming. But the path forward is actually surprisingly simple. You don't need to quit your job and become a master coder overnight. Let's talk about your next move.
It really just boils down to 3 simple steps. Step 1, learn the basics. Just start playing around with the common AI tools out there. See what they can do, what they're bad at. Develop some AI literacy. Step 2, pick one tool and just build something, anything. It could be as simple as using an AI image generator to make a logo for a fake company. The goal here is to show you can do it, not just say you can. And finally, step 3, double down on what makes you human. Focus on the skills AI can't touch, your creativity, your critical thinking, your empathy.
So let's go back to that first question. Will AI take your job? You know what? Maybe, but only if you let it. Because the future isn't about competing with AI, it's about working with it. The real competition is going to be between people who know how to use these tools and people who don't. Adapting isn't just about surviving. It's the key to unlocking a more valuable, more meaningful career than you ever thought possible. The only real question left is, are you ready to start?